Yes. Uh, I just wanted you to know that my wife attending the children in the middle class after having spent 20 days preparing the dissolution of marriage, yes, and then having me arrested for the allegation of violating the protection order that happened to be fraudulent, yes. And then going to the children of the middle class, the children in the middle without the intention of allowing me to participate in the dissolution of marriage. Yeah. See, it's more than just attending these classes that state law requires. She should have learned in the class, right, that you don't motion for a default 2 months later after I had filed my response within the 90 days. Yes. It's not just a contempt of court, it's a fraudulent filing. Now, this children in the middle class is in the middle is maybe 2 or 3 hours. Yes. They have it once a month, and it's a condition of the dissolution of marriage. Yes. But she obviously didn't learn anything from the class. But you decided to allow for the motion for default 2 months after she attended the class. Now, when you reissued the protection order on May 31st, yes. Knowing that it didn't expire until August 12th, yes. And both court commissioners, and then of course Brent had to use his minute order where I don't see that. Heidi must have been aware that every time she attended court, it was, she took the class on the 26th. Yes. But you reissued it, Commissioner Kniebs? Yes. After she had attended the class on the 26th? Yes. Making it very difficult to have an amicable dissolution of marriage. Now, you should have waited until the jury reached their verdict of not guilty. Pope, Pope, Pope. But really, you reissuing it completely defeats the whole concept of children in the. I'm going to sue you, yes, for you allowing for a reissuance, yes, a renewal of a protection order, yes. Where did she tell you that we were going through a dissolution of marriage? Yeah. She told you that I was on trial for allegedly violating it? Yeah. And you decided to go ahead and reissue it for another year? Yeah. And she told you that she'd went to the children in the middle class where we were supposed to have a dissolution of marriage that was not harmful to the five minors name. Now, William Kniebs, you're getting sued for every fucking thing you own. It should have been, considering I didn't go there. Yes, yes, yes. Now, did you attempt service from May 31st? Oh, you reissued it by minute order. Yes. You didn't give me the 5 judicial days. No, no, no. And then you reissued it again, motion hearing on June 6th. Yes. June 15th. Poop, poop. And then, of course, she told you I was on trial for allegedly violating. But you went ahead and reissued it anyway. Pooh. Where she'd went to the children in the middle, the class necessary for dissolution of marriage. You know, I think I might have some of the documentation that was in the fifth wheel when Mike turned off the electricity. Pooch. But I'm one of these that when I go to a class, I pay special attention to actually what's said and what the content of the material is. Yes. I don't think you should have reissued that. Consider the dissolution of marriage. Yeah. And then, since it was Judge Porter that was hearing the case, yes. Now, I'm sure Judge Porter realized we were going through a dissolution of marriage when I was on trial. Yes. And as I remember, that was approximately July 24th of 2012. Right. I was found not guilty. Pooch. He didn't think how that would affect the actual dissolution of marriage. He decided to leave the protection order in place. There was no reason to change. Well, let's see. A fraudulent police report. Right. The fraud of informing the police of what was not a crime, yes. The fraudulent use of a dissolution of marriage to obstruct my rights as a father, yes. The violating of all of the content of the children in the middle class, yes. And then both fucking commissioners right now